Thank you for joining us. This is Paul Wilson.
Justin Tyson.
And I'm Ryan Gelinas.
And you're listening to the Diesel Performance Podcast. Hey, we're recording this live at Diesel Power Challenge 2019. We're here in the amazing ATS facility. Ryan, tell us a little bit about this facility and ATS's involvement with Diesel Power Challenge.
It's a 110,000 square foot manufacturing and assembly facility. We make all our parts here in-house. We've got 36 CNC machines upstairs, and then downstairs is our transmission assembly, our turbo assembly, shipping department, but also is our in-house dyno. Our role for DPC is to be the shop away from home for all the competitors, to host the dyno day and host the fuel economy challenge that's actually going to be taking place today.
Yeah, and this challenge I've talked a lot about on the show. This is really more of a torture test than anything else.
Absolutely.
It's great that they measure miles per gallon, but if your truck can make it through it, I kind of consider you a winner at this one.
Absolutely. We've had trucks completely melt down on this test. It's over 15 minutes long. It's the same test that they would do in an emissions laboratory to see if your car would pass smog or not, but it's going to be done on a dual eddy dyno as opposed to just some little inertia thing. So we're going to be loading these trucks really hard. It's hard to kind of chase this little arrow through these paths of acceleration and deceleration. If you don't decel soon enough, it'll run out, and every time you kind of go out of the line, as it were, of how much you should be accelerating or decelerating, it marks as a foul, and that'll go towards your end score on how you do on the fuel economy challenge. So it's not just how much fuel you consumed, it's also driver skill. So if you, again, get out of those parameters, it's really fun to watch, and we're going to do a demo with the RamGen here in a little bit. You'll see that it's really difficult to do. Very, very difficult to do. Our RamGen's 850 horsepower, and we set the load on the dyno for the RamGen to really struggle on all the acceleration stuff. So it's going to be really tough on these trucks for sure.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. I know these guys, it's one of the tests, there is no practice for it.
No.
There's no way to really prepare. It's a driver challenge because, like you said, you got to keep it in that window, and it's tough to gauge. I mean, your first couple of times out of the gate, just realizing how your truck is going to respond to a monitor you've never seen before, there's some transition there, I think.
The funniest thing I see is every time a driver gets done with that, they're literally out of breath. Like they've just been sitting there poking the throttle pedal, but they are breathing hard. There's like sweat, wide eye, and they look at you and go, man, that was tougher than I thought it was going to be. But it's really hard on the trucks. So hopefully people respect this challenge. And again, I think it's a great test of whether or not you've got a good, complete, all-around truck. If you come in here with a purpose-built race truck just saying, I'm going to go and I'm going to crush the drag race, you don't win Diesel Power Challenge.
Yeah.
You have to have a complete truck, something that spools well, something that can tow well, something that can drag race and has a great chassis behind it. So we've had guys come in here and jump on the dyno with no cooling system whatsoever because they're like, we're going to crush the drag race scene and this is all we're going to do. And they come in here and they melted their head gasket out and couldn't compete the rest of the deal. So it killed them on the first day. So
it's a multi-tool, definitely. It shows how good someone can be, multifaceted on these trucks.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, this is the driver's challenge, This is the one that I'm really excited about. Cool, man. Well, hey, we're going to kick it over to a quick soundbite from Nick talking a little bit about Diesel Insights, and we'll be back to you guys real soon with another update episode. This has been Paul Wilson,
Justin Tyson,
and Ryan Gelinas.
Thanks a lot.
Diesel Insights is a chance for you to learn. We take broad topics, we take time, and we go over them. We tear them apart from the top down, really disseminate the information, do our analysis on it, let you see what we see as guys who are in it every day, guys who are troubleshooting, working with the products, driving new technology. You get to see the unadulterated look. There's no polish, there's no frills. It's just, this is what you need to know. This is going to make you more informed, and as a diesel owner, these are the things that you need to grab onto. The Diesel Insights for Recreational Towing, where we interview Jamie Curley about his experience over the past 10 years hauling RVs. He's gone from towing with gas to towing with an LMM, tuned up, untuned, running the truck with a Stealth 64, and most recently on an LML, where he upgraded his toy hauler up to a 43-foot wind brick. The thing's a monster. And he's had experience towing without EGT back down, with EGT back down, can give us some real-world scenarios of tuned versus untuned and what to expect as you're joining the new diesel market.